it's Chloe, and today's video is going to be a behind the scenes of being a YouTuber tag. I am constantly getting questions about my camera, my lens, how I film, edit, and basically everything that goes into making a video. So I decided I would make a video about how to make a video. So basically I'm going to walk you through literally every little thing I do into making my videos. I was also thinking of adding more to this like kind of informative video making series, like how to start a channel, like some tips and all that, and kind of how to like maintain your channel. So let me know if I should continue this series by giving this video a big thumbs up. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to start off with camera. The camera that I use is the Canon Rebel T3i. I got it a few years ago. It is such an amazing camera, and if you are really wanting to take your YouTube channel to the next level, I would totally recommend it. It is like incredible. The camera itself is amazing, but what people are always wondering about is how you make your background blurry, and that requires a special lens. And the lens I use to make my background kind of more blurred, as you can see if I put my hand here, it's out of focus, and if it's here, it's in focus. The way I do that is I use the Sigma 30mm 1.4 lens. I got it a while ago, and literally there was 5 left in stock, so I'm not sure if they still sell it, but definitely check that out because that really does make all the difference. This lens made my video so much brighter. If you go back to my channel from like March last year on, you will see that all my videos used to be a lot darker, and I feel like once I got that lens in around this time this year, it really brightened my videos up and made them very lively. I'm going to vaguely mention that I use this tripod. It is the ProMaster tripod. I'm just reading the label right there. It is a very good tripod, and tripods are great for just like holding your camera up if you're doing a sort of sit-down video like I'm doing right now. Now we're going to talk about the settings on your camera, because these are so important. Last year, around this time and earlier, I had no clue like that settings had anything to do with your camera. I would just turn my camera on, click record, and not change anything. But once I kind of grasped the concept of settings, it completely changed everything for me. It just makes such a huge difference. So let's talk aperture. Aperture, if you have the camera I have, is the little AV. Aperture is what makes your background blurry. It's like what changes the focal point. If your aperture is higher, it means that more is going to be in focus or in frame. Let's say my aperture was at an 8 right now. That means I would be in focus, my bed would be in focus, my lamp would be in focus, but right now my aperture is at a 2.0, and that means I'm in focus and my bed and my lamp and table is kind of blurred out. In my videos, I like to keep my aperture between a 1.4 and a 4. So that's really what aperture is. The lower you go, the more blurry it will be, also the brighter it will be. Alright, now another way your videos are brighter is shutter speed. Shutter speed is controlled by that little dial on top of your camera. The more you go this way, I'm not great at shutter speed, it will be lighter, and the more you go back, it will be darker. Also ISO, there's like 200, 400, 600, 800, and it goes up like that. I like to have a 400, but I usually like to play around with the settings, keeping my videos all bright, airy feeling. I don't like my videos to be dark or pixelated, so I just try to keep it bright and like nice. The last setting I play around with is frames per second, and that is controlled in the setting menu. I will show you a little visual up here. If you're at 30 frames per second, it means it's like normal, not like fast or slow, just normal. But if you go to 60 frames per second, it's kind of like slow motion, and it makes it so dramatic. I like to do that for lookbooks, so you're like dramatically like flipping your hair. Now let's talk about shots, like the shots you do for your video. When I do a sit down video like this, I obviously have my camera mounted on a tripod. I'm not going to be like holding my camera or moving it around or anything. But when I film a DIY video and I'm showing the finished product, or like a lookbook or something around those lines, my mom or dad will film me doing that kind of stuff. When you see those shots, they're kind of moving around. So my parents will hold the camera like this, and they will go like this, and I will just make the cuts really fast so it looks like they're actually going like this or something like that. So they will usually hold it going like this, or maybe sometimes like this. Just some nice movements to make it fun. The biggest thing when taking your video shots is to not compare yourself to other YouTuber shots. I used to do this a lot over the summer. I would stare at the YouTuber shots and study it and be like, it has to be like this, then like this, then like this. No, you gotta make it your own shots. You got to Not compare, just have fun. Now, video ideas. Video ideas and brainstorming is probably my favorite part of the YouTube process. To store all my video ideas, I have this video notebook right here. As you can see, I'm reading off of this page kinda, because this video is pretty complicated and there's a lot of little things to remember for it. So when I was on the plane, I actually wrote down each little thing to remember for this video to mention. This is the cover of my video ideas notebook. I started writing in it in the fall. This is the first one in it, DIY fall room decor. I totally recommend organizing in a video notebook for your YouTube channel. It makes it so easy. I like to write down some shot ideas, what I'm gonna be doing, supplies I need, all that kind of stuff. I'm also such a visual learner, so I always draw out some of the things I will be needing for the video. When thinking of video ideas, I take in a ton of inspiration, usually based on the season, current events, things like that. I also love to take requests in from you guys, my subscribers. Now, editing. This is where I probably have the most questions. To edit, I use Final Cut Pro X, which you can get on the App Store. It is pretty expensive. I got it as a birthday present. Hey, Theo. For all the effects, which are on the screen right now, I use a website called Pixel Film Studios. They have the most amazing effects for Final Cut Pro. They do cost a little bit of money, like $20 or $30 I think per pack. If you have questions about the packs that I use for my videos, feel free to comment below and I will give you the name. I like to edit in chunks so I'm not overwhelmed. The whole video is just sitting there in front of me that I have to edit. So if I film a little part of a DIY video, I will start editing it and I will go back to filming a little later in the day and I will keep doing that process so I don't have to edit in a huge clunk. I will usually import my footage into my computer and it will all like go into the library and then I will drag in what I want into my video. My video sequence usually goes an intro, a talking intro where I describe what I'm going to do in the video, then the actual video, then my conclusion to the video where I just kind of say bye. Another thing I do in my videos is color correcting, which is basically where I make my videos a little more vibrant and I kind of adjust the settings, make them brighter or darker, anything like that. I do that right on Final Cut Pro and I saved a setting for myself so all my videos will be corrected the same. After my video is done and I've exported it to my desktop, I will make a thumbnail for it, which is so important because a thumbnail is the first thing someone sees when they click onto your video, so you want it to be amazing. I'll basically screenshot important things I find in my video that I really like. Then I use the website PicMonkey to edit it all together. For PicMonkey, I click on the design button, put it in dimensions 1280 by 720, and then just drag my pictures in and kind of blend them and merge them together. Then I make the text for my thumbnail. Then I use Pixlr for that, which is another website, and I kind of like play around with the settings there, and I drag it right onto my thumbnail, and that is basically it for the thumbnails. Now my video is done, and it is time to upload it. When I finish editing on Final Cut Pro, the file is huge. Like literally, when I try to upload it to YouTube from there, it says it will take like 300 hours, and that is insane. So I shorten the file and make it an MP4, which is a lot smaller than a .mov, by opening up iMovie, just dragging my finished product into there, and then exporting that. It sounds pretty complicated, but I've gotten used to it over time. Then I go onto YouTube, click that upload button, and then drag my movie in. I'll title it, add the thumbnail, write a little caption for it, and I usually schedule my uploads, so they will upload automatically on that day. As you know, I upload Sundays at 7:30 a.m., so I will schedule that. So when I wake up bright and early, my video will be up without me lifting a finger. I also add tags to my videos so it is easier for people to find them. For this video, some examples of tags I might use are behind the scenes tag, how I edit my videos, how I make my videos, how to start a YouTube channel, and other things related to what I'm doing now. Alright, that is basically what goes into making a YouTube video. I really hope I helped you in some way to kind of grow your YouTube channel, start it, or just give you some tips. Alright, I'll see you guys in next Sunday's video. Bye!